This is a Hot Pie Original.
Look, Anthony Fauci. I think I've shared, if not, I'm going to share my thoughts on Anthony Fauci. Anthony Fauci's problem is he's overexposed. And Anthony Fauci is, for better or worse, stuck in a place where he has to communicate a lot. Now, some would say, wait a minute, man, over the past year, if he is the expert on infectious disease, we got to hear from him. I mean, otherwise, what do you have? You have D. Trump and Lysol in the lungs kind of thing. That's true. It's true. And I think in fairness, not only at some level medically, but probably publicly, it's been an impossible place. The first 6 months had to be an impossible place. What to say, when to say it. We know we have an extreme. You had an extreme in Donald Trump. The other extreme is probably what Joe Biden does, and that's mention it every now and then, and does a pretty good job of laying low. And in between the two of them, you have Anthony Fauci, who I think ended up talking too much. He's not a professional communicator, and he ends up talking too much. But why is it now? I mean, this is pretty remarkable to watch. How is hating Anthony Fauci, how is Anthony Fauci the devil? How is that a winning political issue? I'm not going to defend Anthony Fauci, the communicator. I'm just curious why it is he is now. Remember, in the political world, this is what I hate about politics, and it's all our fault, right? So in the political world of today, you know the ward rule. You don't vote in favor of something. You vote against someone. So you're always going to vote against. You're going to be moved to be anti fill in the blank. And it's not going to be anti substance. It's going to be anti person. How is Fauci in that? That's what's amazing. Is Joe Biden so Teflon as a quiet old man that Fauci is the winning issue? That's pretty remarkable. It's not Fauci's performance that's remarkable. It's that wanting to fire Fauci, making Fauci the devil, is now the Fox News play of the day, and someone's going to vote on that? I trust that they will. I trust this. You know, I know this about marketers, they know what you want, and politicians know what you want. So they obviously know a winning issue for them is Anthony Fauci is the devil. There, vote for me. That should tell you how stupid we are. But politics is nothing but a mirror. It's exactly what we want. It's done the exact same way that we want it. Politics is just like food. Okay? It's the same. We're in total control. And our voting position seems to be firing Anthony Fauci. So now there's a movement, as you probably know. Senators Tom Cotton, Arkansas, Marco Rubio, Florida, Marsha Blackburn, Tennessee, are calling for Anthony Fauci's resignation because he's lost the confidence of the American people. No, what they really mean is he's the devil to their people. That's what that means. So Father's Day is coming up. You're doing the gift boxes. Yep. So here's something that's certainly not a tie or a sweater or a pair of socks. Not a bad idea.
Well, I think it's great if you don't know what to get your dad. I mean, get him some hot sauce. That way he can prove how much of a man he is, right? And this hot sauce will go great, and your dad will love it. So I think it makes a great gift box. You can go to our website and find those there. It come in packs of 4. It's a great box you just give to your dad and say, listen, here, Dad, thanks for being my dad. And it's not that sock that's just going to go in a drawer. It's not that gift card that's going to go in a wallet, never be used again. It's actually something he can share with his friends. And so I think it's a great idea.
All right, order a box now. It's atxhotsauce.com, atxhotsauce.com. Okay, that's just interesting to me. You're going to be moved to vote for Marco Rubio or Tom Cotton because you hate Anthony Fauci? I think Anthony Fauci talks too much. I think Anthony Fauci talks in circles. I don't know what Anthony Fauci has done. And even this argument, not even to go down this rabbit hole. I read at length the emails. And it's absurd. saying that he lied about the virus starting in a lab is not true. Okay. There is an email. And by the way, it has a greater than sign or less than sign on it. But I know that most people don't even know what that means, right? I'm not even sure a lot of people voting for them could even come up with the greater than or less than sign. So I don't know that he's even lying. I think he communicates in circles. I think he's hard to follow. I don't know that he's a liar, but even if he is, what is the big deal? How is he a winning issue for you? So Fauci or anybody for that matter is stuck in this terrible place. It's an impossible mix for Fauci. And I'm not defending the way he communicates. I think he talks too much. But think of the problem he has with us. Simple us, black and white us, no nuance us. Scientists are not going to be communications pros. But even if they're pretty good at communicating, and he's not, but even if they're pretty good at communicating, by definition, it's not black and white. He constantly is stuck in this place of admitting, there's no perfect answer. Well, we don't live in a world of that. We live in a world of either hate or like. That's it. Done. Black or white. You either give it to me, man, and it better be right, or just tell me what I want to hear because I have no space for nuance. And here's a scientist been running around for the better part of a year preaching nuance, and it's impossible. It is the anti-political speech. The political speech of today is, that is the devil. Done. End of speech. Hate them. Done. End of speech. Fauci's in a world of, we can't say for certainty. I wonder how many times, if you had a drinking game of how many times Anthony Fauci has said, we can't say for certainty. You probably would have died 8 months ago. But we don't live in that world. And so now these politicians glom on, and he's a piñata now. He is moving voters. That's pathetic. If somebody went to him and said, Doc, can I talk to you about a better way to communicate? Can I talk to you about communicating less? Can I talk to you about the template of Joe Biden? Talk less is better. That's true of everybody because most people are terrible at communicating and you end up talking in circles. Anthony Fauci is guilty of talking in circles. Anthony Fauci isn't clear enough oftentimes, nor is what he's saying black and white enough to go, I'm lying to you, or tell you a lie. He can't. Now they're saying he has to be fired because, this is going to be the standard of the playbook. Lost the confidence of the American people. Is that going to be the standard? Because the American people they're speaking of is the 32% MAGA hats. You're going to vote MAGA hats because you hate Fauci? You're going to vote for one of these candidates or any candidate. You're going to vote for Ted Cruz because you hate Fauci. That's remarkable.